The Hyde Park Community Garden is a local pillar. There's 35 garden plots here. We have some small plots for the Hyde Park Elementary School, as well as I guess 32 other plots for local members that are on a list. It's managed by two main people, one person on an everyday basis and one from a more managerial standpoint, who both have gardens here. And it's partnered with the St. James Episcopal Church and kind of managed through their organizational system.
Community gardens in the United States have a rich history dating back to the late 19th and early 20th centuries, when they emerged as community responses to industrial living and food shortages. During World War I, victory gardens became popular, encouraging citizens to grow their own produce to support the war effort. In the latter half of the 20th century, community gardens gained traction as spaces for community renewal, environmental education, and social cohesion, particularly in impoverished neighborhoods. Today, community gardens continue to thrive as vital locations for promoting sustainable agriculture, fostering community connection, and highlighting food security challenges across the country.
So why are community gardens so important? It's easy to see, based on their history, how they impact small communities. But Hyde Park's community garden takes it a step further by requiring each one of their patrons to donate at least 25% of what's grown, all throughout the busiest growing time of the year, to directly support patrons of the Hyde Park Food Pantry and make that connection that kind of lacks in some other systems.
You know, I like to have a connection between the food that you grow and the food you cook and eat or give to the people.
Yeah, so why do you give it to people now? Why do you spend so much of your time doing that?
Because there's so many people hungry.
Yeah,
you know,
because people need it.
And like when I first went to the pantry, we had almost nothing. You know, we had just a few vegetables and a few things like that. You know, and but I could see it. You know, and then we became more important. So then my wife became the vice president.
Today, our food system is grossly understood. A majority of people's foods are grown on large industrial farms, and most people are disconnected from systems like these and built on grocery stores. Today, we're at a food deficit understanding in our country, to the point where most people don't know how to cook a whole squash or a dry bean. This separation has caused us to misallocate the importance of healthy food as the fabric and medicine in our culture, and prioritize dye and corn-based things as the quickest fixes to grab in a convenience-based food environment. Unfortunately, like a simple dry bean or a fresh vegetable, I can't read any of the ingredients on this package. I believe finding and involving yourself in systems like these tends to be the answer to all the issues we're facing that I'm describing today. It gives people access to learning about different types of agriculture they might not have an education of growing up, as well as access to foods, styles of food, and really high quality, tasty foods that people don't have access to in the industrial style grocery stores we all shop in today. All right, so if you could just please introduce yourself and tell me a little bit about how you and your family got affiliated with the garden here.
Absolutely. My name is Dennis O'Denny, and my son studies at North Park Elementary, Miss Landau's class, and we got the invite to bring him and our family to come and help in taking care of the garden. It's our first time here. We felt this was a very important and special moment for him and every one of them, our children, to come and experience gardening.
Yeah.
As I grew up, I used to go to the farm, and I would be taking care of tomatoes and digging and weeding. But then our kids today are just in the park. They're if it's not in the park,
Separated
then,
from it.
Yeah, it's so separated from this farming lifestyle. So I think this is a really incredible moment and opportunity for them to come and experience working with the soil and seeing the plants grow and blossom.
Yeah.